Hey guys, so the final video in my favorites of 2012 series is my face products. This is probably the video I have least products to show you, so I'm just gonna get cracking with it. I don't have a favorite primer really. If I had to pick one, it would probably be the Lumi Magique primer from L'Oreal, but it's not really a favourite. It just adds a bit of luminosity to certain foundations. It's not really a primer per se. As for foundations, my most favourite foundations this year have been the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra and the Revlon Colorstay. I've been using Revlon Colorstay since 2007. I love this stuff. This is like my third or fourth bottle of it. It lasts a really long time, probably because I'm using other foundations, but if I were to use this only, it lasts like a good 6-7 months if I were to use this every day. They're both really nice matte finishes, really good coverage. This has thicker coverage, but they blend flawlessly. You can use brush, you can use your fingers, you can use a sponge. They're just very versatile, so it's your high-end option and your drugstore option. Both easily accessible. You can buy them in, you can get this in both Boots, Superdrug, you get this in not Superdrug, Boots, Debenhams and John Lewis. They're quite easily accessible. For concealer, I have 3 to show you. Firstly is the Collection 2000 Lasting, I don't know, I can't remember if it's Performance or Perfection. That's probably the worst thing about this product, is the label comes off. You know, that's just a packaging flaw. It's just a really nice liquid concealer. It's really thick, not in a cakey way thick, but like a high coverage thickness. Blends out really nicely. You can use your fingers to warm it up and blend it out, or you can use a sponge or a brush. It's really easy to use concealer, and it comes in quite a good range of shades, I'd say. Next we have the L'Oreal True Match Touche Magique, and this is basically the L'Oreal version of the YSL Touche Eclat. I believe mine is in the colour C1, but they don't actually put the colour name on here, they just give you a colour dot at the end. The colour name is on the barcode, which comes off when you pull the plastic off, so you kind of need a good memory with this thing. And then we have the Stroke of Light by Bare Minerals Eye Brightener. This is literally just an eye brightener. There is no concealing with this. I have it in Luminous 1, and I like to use this as a highlight under the eyes, on the cheekbones sometimes if I want to go discreetly. But yeah, that's the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light. For setting powders, I have 2 to share with you. I have the e.l.f. HD powder, and this is just a finely milled micro powder. I think this is like £6 from e.l.f. or maybe it's £8, I can't quite remember. But this is really good for setting foundation, leaves a really nice matte finish, absorbs oil during the first couple hours. Really, really handy. Next is the Perfect Light Loose Powder from No. 7. I have spoken about this so many times. I also have the press powder to this, which is also really, really good. And this is in Light. This is the old packaging, which came in 24 grams, and No. 7 last year repackaged everything and adjusted the price and also adjusted the content, so there may be less in this now. I'm not too sure. I know they did that with their eyeshadows. They cost the same, but they're half the size. Yeah, that's progress, so can't stop progress. For blushes, I have 6 to share with you. Firstly is NYX Raisin Blush, which is sadly being discontinued, so if you like this blush I would recommend stocking up, because you never know with NYX, sometimes they discontinue things and bring them back reformulated, and sometimes they just disappear, so better safe than sorry. This is just a really gorgeous plum blush. It's also nice as a contour colour. I have two from the Natural collection to share with you. Firstly is Peach Melba, which is a bit of a pinky peach. It's showing up more peach on the camera, but it definitely has a bit of a pink hue to it. And then we have Pink Cloud, which is a really soft baby pink. And these are both quite pigmented blushes. They're not too powdery or anything. They're quite good quality, especially for the price. I think these are like $1.99 or $2.50 each from the Natural collection. Next is Revlon Smoky Rose, which is just one of those, you know, swatches like nothing but shows up really nice on the face. This is one of those blushes that you will never get clown face with even. Is one of those blushes that give you a nice healthy flush, bring out your cheekbones, really good for sculpting with. Really pretty and affordable. And my two high-end picks are the Estee Lauder Sensuous Rose, which again is a really nice sculpting blush. It also brings out a really nice healthy glow. It has a little bit of a peach sheen to it for being a rose blush. It's not too pink, and this is really pigmented. You do have to be careful with this blush because you could get clown face with it. And the last blush is the Rosebud blush by Dior, and it comes in two parts. This is a light shimmery pink and a more mauvey pink, and you can either use them separately, use one as a blush and one as a highlight, or mix them both together and give it a nice sheen to the cheeks. But either way, this is a really nice rosy glow, nice and sculpting, gives a nice flush to the face, and really versatile. For bronzers, I have three to share with you. Firstly is Max Factor's bronzing powder in bronze, and this is 21 grams of product, people. 21 grams of product. This is more bronzer than you'd get in anything, pretty much. It also comes in golden, which is a really nice colour as well. But I think this is like £8, maybe £10 at the most for 21 grams, and I'm using it today as a contour. It's really pretty, really long wearing. It's not too powdery. It is quite pigmented, so you do have to be careful with it. You don't want to get like Oompa Loompa face, but it's not really orangey based, but if you do put a lot on, it will look orange. Do you get what I mean? It's all about the hand you use with it. Next we have a Natural collection blush in Sunshine, which has a nice kind of a bit of a purpley pink undertone to it. This has got a bit of shimmer in it, but it's not like glittery or anything. Again, you could use this as a contour, especially during the summer. We could use it as an all over radiance for your face, depending on your skin tone, skin colour, and depending on how heavy a hand you use. I'm not sure if this would go orange on your skin. I've never applied enough of it to look orange, so I wouldn't think so, but you never know. Always be careful with bronzers. You don't want to be as my boss's daughter calls them, the floating tangerine faces. White necks and orange face, so it's like floating tangerine faces. That's what she calls the girls in her school, so be careful of that. And the last bronzer is the Honey Bronze by The Body Shop, and this is in Light Matte, which is the lightest shade, and I could use this to set my foundation with. It's such a pale bronzer. In fact, I do sometimes use this to set my foundation with, especially if I'm fake tanning or such. This is a really nice go-to bronzer, and you get 11 grams product in this one, and you get 10 grams product in the Natural Collection one. Just to let you know. Lastly is two highlighters. I feel kind of bad showing these because you can't get them. I'm sorry. Firstly is the Prestige Skin Loving Minerals in Pure Shimmer. You probably could still get this in America or Canada maybe, because I know they still sell Prestige cosmetics, but they're no longer available in Boots, which is, I know, was the main distributor for them in the UK, but you might be able to find it online, on eBay, that kind of place. And then here is the Guerlain Crow Gardenia Illuminating Powder. I love this highlighter. I have actually used it quite a bit, but you don't need much. Basically, as you can see, I knocked a bit off of one of the peaks there, and I've been kind of working with it in the cap. It's really pretty, especially in the winter. This was limited edition, so I apologise, but this is becoming a very popular formula with a lot of brands, so there will probably be something of a similar texture and finish coming out in some collection this year, more than likely. MAC do a similar finish, Estee Lauder do a similar finish, Laura Mercier. In fact, the Estee Lauder do eyeshadows in a similar finish, so if you got a champagne one or like a rose gold kind of one, a pale one, you could probably produce a similar effect as this highlight powder. So that concludes my favourites of 2012 series. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, there will be a link to the blog in the info box. Feel free to click it and take a look at pictures and swatches and all the other jazz I got going on over there. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.